Welcome back to Ask Pop. Today we're talking about my faith journey in an eggshell. Making breakfast this morning made me think of my faith journey, and now I don't think I'll ever look at an egg the same way again. Let's see if we line up here and if you agree with me. See, once Christ came into my life, it was awesome, shiny and new, but honestly, I was pretty fragile. Maybe some of that had to do with the age. I was a teenager, but I think it's the same for any Christian, because like I said, it's all shiny and new, we're fragile. And it took the loving guidance of teachers, preachers, in my case, parents, grandparents, mentors, everybody, along with the knowledge and learning to harden me up, kind of like the water boiling today with the eggs did for those eggs, to make it to make me transition from being that new or baby Christian, as they've sometimes called, into somebody that's tough enough to be able to take to not have the smallest question rock my world or shake my faith. But eventually, over time, that's exactly what happens. You toughen up. You're not such a fragile Christian anymore. So again, over time, I transitioned from that new or baby Christian role into somebody who's ready to break out of that shell and break out of my comfort zone, break out of the shell. See, here we go into the next role, and start witnessing to others about my faith. And then as my witness started growing stronger, again, I was ready to, again, spread my wings and start working with other people, bringing in different bits of knowledge outside of just the Bible, start learning different ways to share my knowledge with other people, learn from other people on how to spread the Great Commission and do my part to spread the gospel and spread the word. And that's exactly what I've been doing for the last 25 or 30 years in my latest role in that latest chapter of my life. Wow. Who'd have thought that some boiled eggs, mayo, mustard, pickle juice, salt, and pepper could turn into an entire Bible lesson? Well, he did, and that's exactly what's happened today. Now, if you excuse me, I've got a date with a couple egg salad sandwiches. Bible verses today are 1 Peter 2, 1 through 10, and James 1, 2 through 8. As far as questions go, how does this line up with your faith journey? Have you ever looked at something and made you think back to the beginning of where it all started? If so, would you like to share? God bless. Have a great day.